If you've got a frozen shoulder, you know just how maddening it can be. Well, think of this explainer as your practical, gentle game plan to start finding some real relief. We're going to start with simple moves you can do today, right now, to begin easing that awful stiffness. Let's dive in.
Does this sound painfully familiar? That moment when a simple, everyday movement you've done a million times suddenly feels impossible. This quote just nails the shock and frustration of a frozen shoulder. It's that feeling, like your own body has decided to just stop listening, that we're going to tackle together. So what is actually going on in there? The fancy medical term is adhesive capsulitis, but really all that means is the little capsule of tissue around your shoulder joint gets inflamed and super tight. It's not just a little stiffness, it's like a real mechanical block that stops you from moving. Now, to really get a handle on how to manage it, first we have to understand what it feels like and, the typical journey it takes you on. Yeah, this is so much more than just a sore muscle. We're talking about a deep, gnawing ache, the kind that loves to wake you up at night. It's that frustrating moment you realize you can't reach that top shelf or even pull on a jacket without a jolt of pain. And that limited rotation? That's a huge clue. It's not just about lifting your arm. It's about not being able to turn it. What's really interesting about frozen shoulder is that it kind of follows a predictable story, almost like a three-act play. First, you have the freezing stage. This is where pain is the star of the show, and your stiffness is getting worse by the day. Then comes the frozen stage. The really intense pain might back off a bit, but your shoulder feels totally locked up. And finally, the thawing phase, where with some gentle effort, things slowly start to loosen up. Just knowing these stages can help you manage your expectations. Okay, before we even think about doing an exercise, we have to establish the single most important rule. Seriously, if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this: gentle is the only way forward. So here's the deal. Your body is sending you signals, and you have to listen. Think of mild discomfort as a green light. Your body's saying, okay, this is a gentle stretch, we can work with this. But sharp or burning pain, that's a big red stop sign. It means you've pushed too far, too fast. So always move slowly, remember to breathe, and let your pain be your guide, not your enemy.
All right, with our safety rules locked in, let's look at a few micro moves you can do right now for some immediate relief. Think of these as a way to just gently calm the whole area down.
The absolute key to the pendulum swing is to let gravity and momentum do all the heavy lifting. Your shoulder muscles should be completely relaxed, like a wet noodle. Just let the arm hang and swing gently. This creates a tiny bit of space in the joint without you having to forcefully contract anything.
This one is all about making small, consistent gains. You are not trying to reach the ceiling on day one, okay? You're just gently asking your shoulder for a tiny bit more movement, holding it there for a moment, and then slowly coming back down. Over days and weeks, you'll be amazed. That high point will get a little higher.
Okay, so once you're comfortable with those first moves, let's build on that and put together a daily routine designed to methodically and safely reclaim your mobility.
Here's a look at what a foundational daily routine could be. You'll see our old friends, the pendulum swings and wall walks, are on the list. And we've added a couple more that are designed to work on that tricky rotation. This is really your core sequence for those freezing and frozen phases. Okay, let's break this towel stretch down. This is a fantastic way to work on what's called external rotation. That's the movement of turning your palm away from your body. Now, notice what's happening here. Your good arm is doing all the work. It's the one gently guiding the stiff arm into the stretch, which is perfect because it ensures you never, ever push too hard. So once you've regained some motion and the pain has really started to subside, the next phase is to carefully, and I mean carefully, start building back your strength.
But, and this is a really big but, you cannot rush this step. I mean it. Trying to strengthen a joint that is still super inflamed and locked up is only going to make things worse. Mobility has to come first, period.
So what does this whole journey look like? Well, this timeline gives you a fantastic roadmap. Notice how the first month is all about pain control and those super gentle motions. Strengthening doesn't even enter the picture until around week 5, and even then, it's really light. This just shows how recovery is a gradual, structured process.
Okay, so beyond the exercises, let's talk about the practical, everyday things you can do in your daily life that actually make a huge difference.
The age-old question. This is one of the most common things people ask, and for good reason. It can be pretty confusing. So, what's the real answer?
Honestly, the simple answer is, it depends. Think of heat as your friend for relaxing tense muscles. It can make those gentle stretches feel just a little bit easier. Ice, on the other hand, is your go-to for sharp pain or after you've done something that might have flared it up. But the ultimate guide? It's your own body. Just use whatever brings you the most relief.
And these little life hacks, don't think of them as giving in, think of them as essential tools for healing. Instead of fighting with your shoulder to put on your shoes or grab something from a cupboard, just don't. A reacher, slip-on shoes, a different kind of bag, these simple tweaks reduce the daily strain and stop you from re-aggravating the joint, which is crucial for recovery. So let's bring it all together. Here is your actionable checklist, your game plan. Set aside just 10 or 20 minutes a day. Keep your tools, like a towel, right where you can see them. Always listen to your body's pain signals. And this is a big one. Track your small wins. Seeing that you can reach an inch higher on the wall this week, that is powerful motivation.
And we'll end on this thought. I know a frozen shoulder feels stubborn and unending, but it is not permanent. Recovery isn't about one heroic, painful effort. It's all about giving your shoulders small, steady, and gentle chances to remember how to move again. Be patient, be consistent, and it will get better.